So yeah, you know what's interesting about this? There's a point that many of us get to in our career where just things align, right? So like things that it's almost like when I'm an adjunct professor too. So when I talk to a lot of my grad students, it's like a lot of them are not doing what they went to school for, right? So are you guys doing what you went to school for?
No, sir.
So right, so and I started in hotel restaurant management. Imagine that. I wound up in technology. So what's interesting is I was in the tech field forever. Started at Merrill Lynch, and then built a bunch of tech companies and eventually .com companies, built and sold. And then always my family always had something to do with either construction or real estate. So on the side, I was always working in those fields somehow, like summer jobs, etc. So so anyway, very familiar with all that, and I was even rehabbing condos back in the days and things like that. But then fast forward, in the early technology days, manufacturers and banks were two of the sort of biggest groups that came on board. So in that, hey John, how you doing?
Nice.
And Martin, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Just telling a little bit of my background here. We have about 20 some odd people in the audience, so welcome to everybody. So anyway, when I got done with Merrill Lynch, I started at some tech companies, and the people that were hiring were manufacturing and very large banks. So I was in this odd spot of learning manufacturing and banks, and then when the .com world showed up and websites were developed, I always like to say my first website, John, you're going to love this. John's our most price conscious guy in the entire company. I charged for my first website that I built $250,000.
Woo! I love it.
So, but because those were big manufacturing companies, and they could afford that, and it was new at the time. So I've always been this bleeding edge technology guy, but always with roots in construction and other things. But I had to learn manufacturing and to build those sites out, right? So fast forward, have a digital marketing company for over 20 years. We specialize in banking, real estate, commercial, real estate, residential, mortgage, anything around that, insurance, et cetera. So over the 20 years of doing that, got to know those industries, especially from a digital side. So Brian Custis, who's the co-founder with John for S2A, calls me up, and I had done a ton of projects since the condo boom with him. And when he called me, he goes, "Hey man, I need your help on S2A." He goes, "We're doing modular construction." I go, "Modular? What's that?" I go, because I'm in the Midwest, man, and modular to us is like, mobile homes. And he goes, "No, this is way cooler. This is way better." And I go, "All right, I got to see it. Show it to me." And he goes, "There's technology involved." So of course he got my attention. He knew how to pitch me, right? So anyway, I got to know, I know this, and I had known John a little early on in the beginning when they got together. And I saw it. And guys, I got to tell you, after working in my summers and outside construction and everything else, I'm like, are you kidding me? These builds come out of a factory, and it just blew my mind. And then, because of John, our tech genius, it's like, you look at the engineering side. Now, remember, I'm an old computer engineer, right? But you look at the engineering of the technology, the renewable energy, the smart tech, the wellness configuration of the buildings. I'm just like, this is it. I've been through 5 other IPOs. I go, this is an IPO, man. I said, I can feel it. I can see it. I can see the need. I saw the demand before we had it. And I said, I'm in, sign me up. So I hired a president to run my marketing company. And that's why I'm here, man. It was like, I was just blown away and said, I got to be part of this. I know I can help make the run get there. And I think we've done pretty good so far. So that's the short version of the whole story.
Love it.